soon alright. Tell them me soon alright. Me soon alright. I'm sure without a doubt, my God will work it out. Tell the end.
Okay, I'm down to putting on the locks on the gate, and this is the most intricate part. This is where you separate the girls from the boys. Yes, ma'am.
I'm leaving. Linda went to the hospital, so I'm gonna go to the hospital. So
She all right?
if you need anything,
Is she all right?
huh?
All right.
Well, she will be.
All right.
She will be.
All right.
I'll let you know.
All right. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Claudia. Go ahead.
Okay, I did not mean that in a derogatory way. I just mean that this is where you prove if you have some skills or not. way the lock is fitted. I have to use a hole saw to make a hole for the in the panel so the lock can fit snug against the gate. Round is different, so you know, but I have to do something to the panel itself for me to get a nice snug fit. Okay, so this gate is ready now. Okay, see the same thing with here. I have to notch out the panel for the gate stop to sit against the gate. So, and it has to be precise or else it's gonna be like yaga. So the next thing for me to do is to do the same thing to this panel. I have to remove this panel around here, and then I use my hole saws to make holes, so have a nice, you know, a nice finish. So the only thing I have to do to this gate now, I have to come, if you notice, that's the tongue of the lock. What I have to do, there is no hole inside the gate, the frame of the gate. So what I have to do, I have to drill a hole inside the panel to accept the tongue of the lock. I don't know if they are should I say I don't know if you know, I call it the tongue. That's what I always hear they call it, you know, because that's not the cylinder. Maybe it could be the cylinder, you know, it could be the cylinder, but I'm thinking that the cylinder is like, you know, the big housing, you know, the big housing of the lock itself. So I am gonna be removing this panel on this gate to do the same fabrication work that I did to that other gate. Alright, so let me remove the panel and set it up. Okay, so this is my guide hole that I'm gonna feed to use as a guide for my hole saw. Okay, this is called a hole saw because what it does is it makes a hole into whatever material you use. They use it for, you know, both for wood and metal. This is a bimetal, so I can either use it to drill a hole for a door into wood or into metal. So this is going to be the operation. All right, first I get myself a piece of wood, because if you try to do it by itself, what it's gonna do, it's gonna really rip up the metal itself. So what I do, I grab a piece of wood, so when I'm feeding my my hole saw is also going into the wood. So what it does is stabilize the blade, so I get a nice round cut in the metal. Okay, so this is it. Round without the piece of wood, then it would be all over the place. Let me show you an example of not using a piece of wood to get it solid. I tried to do it free-handed. What it does, it was all over the place and it rip up the panel. So using a piece of wood, all it does is stabilizes the saw so it doesn't move all over the place. So I'm gonna get rid of the sharp edges. We call it the bar. I mean, this thing cuts you like a razor. It is as sharp as a razor. So I'm removing the sharp edges. Okay, so where's my sandpaper? And then old one is old. He has a problem getting up. Okay. Alright, so that's gonna be okay. Adding the panels. Okay, first what I did, as mentioned, I have my gauge line, which is my cord line, which is going to give me the dimension or the height of the panel. Then once I catch the first one, I make sure that it's level. Let me show you up. I make sure I set my level. If you can see, straight. So it's straight up and it's hitting the cord line. So we know that all the panels, once I start laying all the panels, they're gonna be straight and they're gonna be the same height, not all over the place. Okay, so I am gonna put on camera how I set a couple. But as mentioned, it's very, very hot, so I don't want to keep the phone in the heat. The other thing, you have to make sure that these panels are overlapped. This is like about an inch and a quarter. They're overlapped, see? Because if they're not overlapped, take for instance, if you have like a wind, if you have some wind, then what's going to happen, the panel is going to blow right off. So because they are overlapped, then it provides additional strength for the panel, so it will be able to withstand anything that come against it. Okay, so that's overlap about an inch. So double support. I make sure I catch the bottom, so they're gonna be in line. Okay, the other thing, your screws supposed to be in line, but because I'm doing this thing, maybe not these fences, but I've been around for a while, you know, it's like I could actually tell you that this thing is centered, or not one piece, one screw up, one screw down. I can actually follow a straight line because I've been doing this for so long. Now I'm gonna wait until
You wanna wait?
yeah, so we don't make a whole bunch of chips.
Oh, the other pieces can fit in my car, right?
Oh, ma'am.
What you mean no, ma'am?
They're gonna be 24 inches long. They're gonna be longer than this because these were cut because of my measurements. Yeah, because of the measurements, you could cut these, but those are like gonna be long. These are like, it comes like in 24 inches, and these are like over 18 inches.
I'm gonna make me a turkey sandwich.
Huh?
I'm gonna make me a turkey sandwich. Would you like one?
Thank you.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
What would you like on it?
Everything except salt.
So lettuce, tomatoes, onions, pickles.
Yes, no pickles because it's
Okay.
salty.
Mustard, mayonnaise.
Mustard, no mayonnaise.
What?
Let me try some mayonnaise.
No,
I
no, no,
know.
no. You don't like mayonnaise?
Never.
Because I
Not
don't.
even, never excited.
I don't eat mayonnaise at all.
Okay. Never excited about mayonnaise.
Huh?
I'm never excited about it.
Okay,
So-
so mustard. Oil and vinegar or no?
Just vinegar. Yes, thank you. Okay, you have an idea, so I don't have to continue to run the camera in the heat, so I will show you what it looks like when it's done. But right now you have an idea how to put on these panels. First you're gonna stretch a straight line up top, and once you level this off, then it's gonna be straight. So all the pieces is gonna align itself perfectly. Sometimes the ground is not, it's not perfect, the land. So sometimes you have to do something with the grading. You'd have to grade it down or something, because sometimes
Wheat bread.
that's fine, thanks. So the main purpose is to get it straight or leveled and straight, so you don't have them jagged all over the place. All right, so catch you in the next. Okay, I'm adding a little section inside, so this is like I'm gonna add like a piece of plastic trellis for visuals. So it comes in like 8 foot, so I'm gonna cut it to size. So this is the process. So I needed like 66 inches. Five, 66 inches. Okay, so I have my long square. And I am gonna mark it 66 inches. And my cord. So you should measure twice and cut once. Once you cut, there's nothing you can do. So that is 66. 66. And Okay. What's gonna happen is that this is gonna sit right into here. It's gonna sit right into here. So I have these pieces that I need to cut 66 inches to. Okay, that is gonna be like a little view piece. The customer wanted it, so at least she can spy out on the neighbor, and the neighbor can spy out for her. Just in case somebody decide to use the backyard, she might be on her porch. She can alert her neighbor. Vice versa, the neighbor can alert her. So we're gonna leave that piece. So what's gonna happen now? I am going to put okay, I'm gonna finish paneling with the white panel right to where I stopped with that Louvre looking trellis. All right, so that's what's gonna happen. So I will catch you on the finished end.